From a stuntman falling 30 feet and becoming paralyzed, to a horror magician making judges literally run from the stage, these are the most terrifying moments in America's Got Talent history. Starting off with contestant Jonathan Goodwin from AGT Extreme, whose rehearsal turned into a life-altering nightmare. October 2021 was supposed to be just another rehearsal for British escapologist Jonathan Goodwin on AGT Extreme, the daredevil who had captivated audiences with death-defying escapes.
He is mad!
Was preparing his most dangerous stunt yet. The setup was terrifyingly simple. Escape from a straitjacket while suspended upside down between two cars that would burst into flames. What could possibly go wrong? But as Goodwin hung between those burning vehicles, the unthinkable happened. The cars collided, trapping him before he plummeted 30 feet to the ground, missing the safety airbag completely. The silence that followed was deafening. Crew members rushed to his motionless body as cameras captured what would become one of the most horrifying accidents in talent show history.
We had a man suspended from a cable. Cars were supposed to slam. He didn't drop in time. They slammed into him. He's got an open tib-fib fracture. He's agonal and postural.
But it got even worse. Jonathan Goodwin nearly died twice. First at the scene, then on the operating table. His fiancée revealed the devastating injuries. Third-degree burns, broken spine with severed spinal cord, lost kidney, shattered legs, and shoulder blades. Today, Jonathan Goodwin is permanently paralyzed, confined to a wheelchair. That was the moment everyone knew this wasn't just another stunt gone wrong. This was a man fighting for his life. Season 13's Sacred Rihanna didn't just perform tricks, she created nightmares. This Indonesian horror magician turned AGT into a genuine horror show.
Let's play.
From the moment she appeared with her haunting doll and dead-eyed stare, something felt deeply wrong. The judges had no idea what was coming.
Oh my god.
Her newspaper murder mystery seemed innocent until she took a Polaroid of Mel B. The image revealed a ghostly figure standing directly behind the terrified judge.
Oh my god!
But Sacred Rihanna wasn't done. She dropped her doll and slowly walked off stage, making her way directly toward the judge's table. Even the composed Howie Mandel recoiled visibly.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The most spine-chilling moment came during quarterfinals when voodoo dolls of each judge appeared, and suddenly, multiple Sacred Rihannas emerged from the audience like demons, storming the stage as the real one ascended the back wall. That was when Mel B couldn't take it anymore, covering her eyes and shaking while Simon looked genuinely disturbed. Season 2's Ivan promised incredible athletic prowess. He delivered one of the most terrifying crashes in AGT history instead.
Right now, 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
His plan was simple: jump over metal folding chairs in a parkour display. But something went horribly wrong during his approach. In a split second, Ivan crashed headfirst into the metal seats with a sickening thud that silenced the theater. But the real terror was what happened next. Ivan lay motionless on the floor, completely unconscious as medics rushed to help.
Ivan, doing that, guys?
For an agonizing minute, nobody knew if he would wake up. That was the moment AGT realized they needed to overhaul their safety protocols forever. After a while, the ambulance came and Ivan was carried out of the venue to get precautionary tests.
Ivan is conscious. Taken to the hospital for precaution.
Simon Cowell has seen it all, but Blade 2 Blade's knife-throwing act put his life on the line.
So how dangerous is this?
Very, very dangerous.
When they asked Simon to be their human target, he expected stage magic. Instead, he got a front row seat to his own potential demise.
You just stand in the middle without moving.
Have you watched the show before?
As razor-sharp blades whizzed past his head, missing by inches, Simon's composure crumbled. His hands shook, sweat dripped, and for the first time, the toughest judge looked genuinely terrified.
Oh my god.
The horror was in his eyes, calculating how close to death he was with each blade. The audience held their breath as knife after knife embedded around his trembling body. Simon later admitted this was the most scared he'd ever been. His life depended on complete strangers' accuracy. Anna Serenina made a stunning return to AGT Season 20, entering the stage with a calm but commanding presence that immediately captured everyone's attention.
My name is Anna, and I've been part of Deadly Game.
Before taking the ultimate risk with Simon, Anna maintained flawless control, catching a bolt mid-air in a daring display of skill. Every move reinforced her mastery and the extreme risk involved. Shooting an arrow at a dangling target in front of her partner. The tension reached its peak when Simon Cowell was brought in as a live human target. Bolts flew just inches from his body, each shot requiring absolute precision. The theater was silent, everyone holding their breath. The performance concluded with Anna waving to the audience, erupting in applause, and the judges standing to honor her incredible precision and courage. Season 1's comedy juggling duo, The Passing Zone, seemed harmless until their act took a deadly turn.
What's your names?
My name is John. And I'm Owen. We are called The Passing Zone.
At first, they tossed harmless props to win over the crowd, but soon the mood shifted. The duo escalated from pins to knives, then to flaming torches, until finally, the buzz of a 5,000-watt taser filled the theater.
Hold still, Howie. For real, my friend. It's gonna happen.
What began as comedy suddenly felt like a near-death stunt. One of the judges was asked to come up to participate in the performance. Each throw whizzed within inches of their faces, reflecting in their terrified eyes. The judges laughed nervously. The audience gasped at every catch, realizing one slip could mean instant electrocution live on stage.
Right there. I just sterilized them. They're now, Howie, you're not gonna like this next part.
What was supposed to be comedy had turned into psychological torture, and when the final throw landed safely in his hands, the relief was so overwhelming it felt like the theater had just survived a collective heart attack. Season 6's Professor Splash promised professional belly flops, and he delivered one of the most dangerous spectacles AGT had ever seen.
Tonight, the professor is attempting a 70 into a pool of flames.
His plan was outrageous. Dive from extreme height into a shallow pool barely a foot deep, this time surrounded by fire. The setup looked like a stunt gone wrong waiting to happen, and even the judges questioned how survival was possible.
Fire below!
When he finally leapt, his body slammed into the water with explosive force, sending flames and water shooting into the air. The sound of impact made the audience recoil, and the fire made the stunt look more like a movie death scene than live entertainment. For several seconds, he didn't move. The theater fell silent after the fire died in the tiny pool. Then, just as panic set in, Professor Splash slowly raised his arms in victory, battered but alive. Season 11's Sophie Dossie had already stunned the judges with her gravity-defying contortion, but the semifinals took her act to a terrifying new level.
My name's Sophie Dossie and I'm 14 years old.
Her routine built slowly, hand-balancing, impossible bends, until she unveiled her most jaw-dropping move yet. Bending backwards, she steadied a bow with her feet, lit the arrow on fire, and aimed directly across the stage. The flaming arrow was drawn. The moment was pure tension. With flawless control, Sophie released the shot, sending the flaming arrow across the theater and straight into its target. For a heartbeat, the audience sat frozen in silence before erupting into cheers, half in awe, half in disbelief at what they'd just seen. The judges gave her a standing ovation, their praise bordering on disbelief. What looked like humanly impossible movement wasn't injury, it was mastery. Sophie's semifinal wasn't a collapse into pain, but a triumph that cemented her as one of AGT's most unforgettable Performers. Season Season 12's Darcy Lynn seemed like the picture of innocence. A shy 12-year-old girl walking on stage with her sweet pink puppet, Petunia. The judges smiled, the audience cooed, and everyone expected a wholesome act.
My name's Darcy Lynn. My name's Petunia.
But when the performance began, the mood shifted. Petunia's glassy eyes stared unblinking into the crowd as her head jerked to life. Darcy's lips never moved, yet a voice rang out clear as day. It was too smooth, too independent, as if the puppet had a mind of its own. The audience whispered in disbelief, some leaning forward to catch even the slightest movement from Darcy's mouth. There was none. The longer Petunia sang, the more it felt like the child on stage wasn't fully in control. The puppet's grin seemed wider, its voice sharper, its presence disturbingly real.
Wow. One of these mornings.
After the show, social media lit up with people calling Petunia nightmare fuel, claiming the puppet looked too alive. Parents joked their kids couldn't sleep, and viewers replayed the footage just to convince themselves Darcy was the one in control. This wasn't just a child with a puppet, it was a performance so flawless it blurred the line between talent and terror. His act looked like sideshow horror disguised as comedy, and many audience members couldn't even watch. Season 9 Stevie Starr, known as the professional regurgitator, promised to swallow objects and bring them back up on command. What started quirky quickly turned into one of the most disturbing spectacles AGT had ever aired.
My name is Stevie Starr, professional regurgitator. I will swallow coin number 1. Number 2. Did you hear that?
He swallowed coins, pool balls, and even razor blades, then regurgitated them in perfect order. But the most horrifying moment came when he swallowed a padlock, a key, and a ring, then spat it all out with the ring and the locked padlock.
Fetch the nectar from the flowers they sip, and the hen or a spoonful of sugar and a spoonful of
Oh boy. Okay. Unlocked lock.
Starr made it to the finals, proving that sometimes the most terrifying act isn't about danger. It's about testing how much the human body and the audience can endure. These terrifying moments remind us that behind the glitter and glamour of America's Got Talent lies real danger and genuine fear. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button for more shocking moments from your favorite talent shows.